I'm on the morning from A to Z. Love is always the energy. You know I love you all equally. Wherever you might be, might be. In a Jaja university. I'm on the money, from A to Z, love is a dawning, and it's the energy, really good morning. Wherever you might be, love is a dawning, love you all equally. I'm on the morning from A to Z, wherever you might be. Love is always the energy. You know I love you all equally. Oh, Lord, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, this is a drive live into the modern day plantation. Love is always the vibration. You know, we're one human nation, no matter the situation. Well, this is the drive live, and it's one love vibration, no matter the situation. You know, we're one human nation. Oh, long, yeah, 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 yeah. But I'm on the money. Yes, from A to Z, we love you all equally. Love is the energy again. We're at it again this morning. Love and mental health. It's one of the same, my people. Love is the greatest energy ever. In that life, the greatest gift ever was shared in equal measure, forward, ever backward. Never love is always and should always be your endeavor. Yes. Yes, I have a little coughing going on. Yeah, you know, when you're eating and you might have swallowed something not necessarily where you want it to be. Clearing up the throat a little bit. So good morning. Hopefully you had a restful night. My night was not as restful as it could have been. However, I'm giving thanks and praises. Yes, for life. Yes, and you keep soldiering on. So this morning, the focus, you know, again, like it has been throughout the rest of the earlier parts of this week, yes, it's going to be love and mental health. How love ties in with mental health. And the whole idea of, you know, loving this life that you have and treating it with a purpose, knowing it's the greatest gift ever. And love is the greatest energy ever. And know that combine all of that. That's mental health stability. Yes, my people. Yes. Yesterday I went on a rant and the fact that Jamaica did not qualify for the World Cup and congratulating Curacao and Haiti and Panama for the World Cup that's going to be in America. Blessings and love. This is football, which is soccer, not American football. But blessings, you know, because physical exercise, it's a big part of um, you know, having really good coping skills to manage the challenges of life. Remember, we say life and challenge, they're all the same. Life in itself is a challenge. Challenge, once you have it, that means you have life. Yes? Yes. For those of us who were here with us and they're not here anymore, their challenges are over. We're still here, and however, we don't get to just live like that freely. Challenges will come our way on a daily basis. And once we have the mind ready and understanding that challenges are going to come, yes, then we will be more ready. We'll be in a better frame of mind to manage that. You see what I mean? Yes. So getting the mind ready and love, just love. God Almighty's love is there is no better way to convey this love energy on the body and mind, to get the body and the mind prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. Yes, whether it be a relationship challenge with yourself or with others, whether it be, you know, with your own issues in terms of your mood regulation. And that's one of the things I'm going to focus on this morning in terms of mood regulation. You know what I mean? Yes, the chat this morning is going to be Zen Master. Yes, and you know, so mood regulation. It's an important part of what mental health is, spiritual health is, my people. Yes, we're feeling beings. Yes, we can't deny that. We are feeling beings, but that's a function of who we are. Who we truly are is a spiritual being. So we have feelings. We will have feelings. Yeah, we will have thoughts and we will have behaviors. Those three things, the functions, those are functions of who we are, right? Functions of who we are. However, who we truly are is beyond the physical, the unseen, the spiritual. Yes, the spiritual vibration. So that's what we have to realize, recognize, and to actualize that spiritual vibration within us so that we're able to take on the challenges that will face us from time to time. Blessings and love. So mood regulation. Those of us, we know that I'm not picking on the president, but the president, Mr. Donald, yes, he's one classic example of someone who, at age 70 plus, I don't know his exact age, probably 78, somewhere there. He's still having issues in terms of managing his mood, regulating his mood. And some people would say it's authentic because he's just talking it like it is. Yes. But look at the chaos, my people. Yes, he's still living and still, managing. However, it's managing in a kind of a toxic, chaotic situation. And the human being can adapt to anything. And so the fact that he's adapting and he has been adapting to that kind of situation, it doesn't mean that that's the ideal situation or that is what we should aspire to, because we have seen, my people, the division, the rancor, the frustration, the alienation, the additional trials and tribulation that decisions and behaviors of the president that would have caused us. And this is not trying to be political, but we love every life. Yes, we love every life, including the life of the president, even though I disagree with him rather, a lot. Yes, with a lot of his viewpoints. But we love every life. However, we're stating our disagreements. And one of my main disagreement with the president is lack of emotion control, a lack of emotion regulation allows his emotion to get the better of him. So when someone would state things that he is in disagreement with, he allows his emotion to get the better of him. So he utters foul language and a lot of insults to people. And yet, he does not like when people do the same to him. You see what I mean? But I'm telling you, my folks, that's not a good example to follow. So mood regulation, please don't follow the Donald Trump script. I'm not here talking about politics. I'm here talking about mental health, spiritual health. Yes, trying to maintain a calm. Remember, the chant is going to be Zen master. So mood regulation is a key element. So despite the fact that we'll feel rage, we'll feel anger, we'll feel frustrations, and all those other kind of a more negative feeling, and they're powerful even in a negative direction. However, we shall try our best not to pander to them, not to give in to them, because when we give in to them, my people, it's lots of human disasters, meaning man-made disasters, violence, yes, killing, wasting of lives unnecessarily when we allow anger and rage to dictate what we do. Mood regulation. So how do we manage that? Yes. Spirituality is one of the key elements. Yes. You know what I mean? Reflection, mediation, yeah, positive affirmation. You know what I mean? Modeling and following good examples that preserves and enhance life. Yes. So any behaviors and expression, the human expression that's not enhancing and preserving life is not wise. It's not good, because life is the single most precious gift. So when we talk about one of my clients yesterday um, talked to me about stoicism. Yes. And she's having trouble and managing her mood, and she's being aware of the fact that she's allowing her mood to get the better of her, and that's why she's having a lot of trouble, relationship issues, and all of these things. And so she's in the office with me, and then she's telling me about stoicism, and we talked about it a little bit. And I don't really, stoicism is not something that I study. However, at best, I know the word. Yes, I know the meaning of the word. I share that with her. She's asking me as a mental health expert. She's looking at me as because I'm her mental health provider, you know. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner. That's my physical professional title. However, I'm a spiritual human being first and foremost. I know we're one humanity. Blessings and love. So we shared and talk about stoicism as a way of regulating behaviors, regulating mood, regulating thoughts. Yes, it's an observation of your thoughts and your feelings and managing those thoughts and feelings and not allowing them to dictate what you do. Essentially, that's what stoicism is. So you're more observing. And even when you're expressing not based on your mood, not based on the anger you're experiencing, because we all experience, not based on the rage that you're experiencing, but based on an imaginative imagery and energy of a wise place, knowing that whatever expression you put forward, it is going to be about preserving and enhancing life. So, for example, someone is yelling at you or someone offended you, and you're feeling all this emotion of rage and anger. You take deep breaths. You walk away if you can. You imagine a brighter place. You imagine, you look at both sides. You play the tape quickly and realize that if you pander to rage and anger, then your life is more at risk than the life of the person you're interacting with. And so, if your life is not threatened, if your life is not endangered, then you should try your endeavor best to express behaviors, even in that chaotic situation and that charged situation. You should try your endeavor best to express a level of calmness. Yes, state um, your observations, but do it in such a calm manner that it doesn't escalate or increase the chance of escalation into a negative direction. So soft answer, turn it away, wrath is one of the classic proverbs in biblically, right? You practice things like those. And so again, life preservation, life enhancement. So mood regulation, my people. We're at the place, we're at the plantation right now. So we're gonna do the chant. It's called Zen Master. So yes. So coping skills to manage mood, what I mean? So prayers, deep breath, taking quick deep breath, holding them, releasing, because breathing has a lot to do with managing the body's operations and creating a calm. Yes. Thinking in a positive direction, positive affirmation once you're practicing them. So people say count from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. Yes. Sometimes, you know, uh, physical activities are not practicable, but when they are practicable, if you're experiencing some kind of a rage and anger and so on, you go for a jog, go for a walk, play a football if you're a football fanatic like me. Yes, soccer. Yeah, let me be politically appropriate. I'm here in America. Yes, that's what we say in America, soccer, right? Yes, but if you're a basketball player, if you can go play a little basketball. However, so it's physical activities and also mental activities, because sometimes the physical activities are not always practicable. However, you can always practice in your mind positivity, positive affirmation. You know, I love myself. You know what I mean? I'm loving life and love Jah Almighty with all my mind and love my neighbors as myself. You know what I mean? So someone when someone ticks you off and say something, then when you can practice that, then you will more than likely show behaviors that will you know, align with that uh preserving life and enhancing life and not depicting behaviors or displaying behaviors otherwise. So blessings and love. Yes, the vibration. Love is always the vibration, mood regulation. Yes, and we have a chart called These Are Some Words from a President, you know, but we're not doing it this morning. We're doing what? Zen Master. So you can only be a Zen Master when you have Jah Almighty as your true master. Yeah, Jah Almighty, the giver of life. Oh la 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 la, yeah yeah yeah. Oh la 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 la. Oh, oh, oh. So Jah is my guide, calms the ride. Jah is my guide, calms the vibe. Jah is my guide, calms the ride. Jah is my guide, calms the vibe. So January, February up into June. Rainy, sunny, out comes the moon later. Soon or very soon, like give me a break, a trigger in doom. Voices screaming, boom, boom, boom. Thoughts and feelings are buying roots. Till the Almighty keep in tune. Calmest individual in the room. Live in person, virtual and doom. Yes, I am a Zen master. Come on down any church, preacher, pastor. Love me thoughts and feelings. None's a bother. Sadness, a rage, frustration, or anger. Sit with me feelings, pray to tongue, get stronger. As I'm living my life, stronger and longer. I'm sending my zen. I'm sending my zen. I love the thoughts and feelings. Lock into my children. Jah give I all me healings. Again and again and again. So I'm sending my zen. Sure. I guess I am a Zen master. I'm a than any church preacher pastor. Never thoughts and feelings, none's a bother. Sadness, rage, frustration, or hunger. Sit with your feelings, pray to Jah, get stronger. As I may live my life, stronger and longer. I'm sending my zen. I'm sending my zen. All my thoughts and feelings, like into my children. Jah give I all me healings. Again and again and again. So I'm sending. Sure, man. So here the last verse. Life unfolds to all with good and bad stories. So in life I'm not always happy and hunky dory. It's all relative. Please do not worry. No matter what life is, just give Johnny glory. That's overwhelming, feeling down, even unholy, with a lot of temptation to lose your faith and act unruly. Never hesitate in asking Jah to control me, and him never disappoint, anoint and console me. So that's what I am a Zen master. Come on down any church, preacher, pastor. Love my thoughts and feelings. And the bother. Sadness, rage, frustration, or anger. Sit with my feelings, pray to tongue, get stronger. As I may live my life, and I may live my life stronger and longer. I'm sending my. I love my thoughts and feelings. Lock into my children. Jack give I all me thanks. Again and again and again. So I'm sending my. Yes, my people, please. Make sure you're following me on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. You know, it's Balfour Gore. Yes, love is always safe and secure. It's what I mean. So we say life, we say love, we say Jah Almighty and spirituality. It's always for, never less, never more. So when you follow me, you know you're always on a love tour. And love is always the greatest of cures. All right, blessings and love. Life is the greatest gift ever. Love is the greatest energy ever. In that life, the greatest gift ever was shared with equal measure. Forward ever, backward never. Love must always be endeavor. Love your thoughts and feelings. That's going to be the chant tomorrow. Yes, and probably if we have time, we're going to do These Are Some Words for the President, where we're talking about managing your mood. Yes, mood regulation, my people. Mindfulness, things like that. Positive affirmation. You see what I mean? Blessings and love. Love is the energy. Yes, love you all. Until then, we say hasta mañana. We say cuídate, take care. We say bendiciones, blessings. We say Dios te bendiga, Jabi with you all. We say vida larga, larga vida, long, healthy life. We also say, try to no organ, nada. Nothing try, nothing done. Keep trying, keep living to the best of yourself, which is your spiritual self. Love the Almighty with all your might and love thy neighbor as thyself. Let's go out and just share love on ourselves and others. Blessings, Anna, ya ah. Until then, hasta mañana. Take care. Blessings and love. Ya ah, ah, ah.